Number 10. The Subaru Empreza 22B. When many people think of Subaru, they think of this car. This car is classic Subaru, and it's unique too. It's got a sporty look to it that's also mixed with a cutesy aesthetic and vibe as well. It's boxy, yet rounded. It's sporty, yet somehow pretty adorable looking at the same time as well. You know, like a classic Mega Man look that's tough and cool, yet somehow able to look chibi also, simultaneously. And what's more, it's an interesting coincidence to me that both of these two popular products have a similar shade of blue to them as well. Great minds think alike, I guess. Anyways, it's its own unique and memorable thing, and that's why millions of people love it. And a super clean, low miles, and good condition one today can go for as much as one of the many high-end luxury cars that are just being released these days. So moving on, at number 9 we have the Mazda FDRX7. It's got rounded corners like the 22B Subaru, but it appears sleeker and more elegant with a slightly more aggressive and sporty stance. And that makes sense, since Subaru often markets themselves as an outdoors brand. Their cars are going to be more bred for rallying in the outdoors. But just like its Subaru homeland brethren, it is also its own unique thing, and it's kind of hard to put a finger on exactly what its design is, but in a good way, you know. That's what the iconic Mazda FDRX7 has been since its inception. And much like the Mark IV Supra, cars-based blockbuster movies like The Fast and the Furious have only helped to make this rotary legend even more iconic, popular, and sought after. And of course, that's why it's here on this list at the number 9 spot. Next up, number 8, the R34 Nissan Skyline. Bold, bulky, muscular, and beastly looking. These words aren't used very often to describe Japanese cars, at least not by me and definitely not for most 90s Japanese cars. It's usually words like elegant, refined, sharp, and sophisticated that I'll use for the Japanese market's automotive all-stars. But the Nissan Skyline R34's looks upends all that I knew about Japanese automotive designs for that time period. The R34's appearance is intimidating and unapologetically has that large and in-charge presence about it. Once again, something that historically was not characteristic of Japanese autos at all. Is it any wonder that it's been nicknamed Godzilla? And appropriately so, not just for its formidable size and tuning potential, but also for its native country that created that mythical fire-breathing and humongous unstoppable force of destruction that is Godzilla, to begin with, you know. At a time when most Japanese cars were meek and nimble, and the American cars like the Dodge Viper and the Chevy Corvette were the ones that brought the size and bulk, the R34 Skyline was very much a Japanese anomaly, and a very awesome one at that. And it's certainly deserving of this number 8 spot on this top 10 list of the best-looking rides to ever come out of this fascinating Far East country. And on to number 7, we have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 7, like its arch-nemesis and homeland rival. The Subaru Empreza, the Evo 7, too has quite a cutesy look about it, but in a tough and scrappy way, like a little doggy that won't back down or take crap from anyone. But unlike the 22B Subaru Empreza, its counterpart, the Evo 7, basically does not have any rounded corners here. It's as sharp as a katana sword that its homeland has been known for centuries. And the 22B Subaru was rounded and cutesy, while the Evo 7 is sharp and cutesy, with both still sporting an athletic look and stance, as well at the same time, of course. And that sharpness, along with its compact and tough cutesy look, has made it a fan favorite and a winner in the looks department for many. That's why it occupies this lucky 7th spot on this top 10 list. Now, on to number 6. We have the lovely S15 Nissan Sylvia. The car with the most sexy automotive eyes of all time is the Nissan S15 Sylvia. I mean, just look at those headlights. They are a work of art and a stroke of genius. And what made them even more special was not only that exquisite and superb outer shape that they have, but the inner components of their headlights were exceptionally designed as well, thus providing the world with a pair of headlights that were just so very sexy and gorgeous through and through. Although Nissan might have taken a lot of inspiration from Honda's Integra headlights that had just came out a few years prior to the release of their iconic S15 headlights. But unlike the Integra, that was more sharper and compact, the S15's overall body appeared sleeker and longer, with more rounded and curvy corners, hence the more curvy or curvaceous headlights design that went with that more curvaceous body and overall look. In the battle of the most beautiful automotive eyes out there or to ever exist, who would take the crown? The S15 or Integra? As much as I like the Integra, I'm going to have to go with the S15 by just a bit on this one. Oh, and some of you are probably asking, why isn't the S15 higher on this list? Its headlights are the best in the world, but its body isn't as sexy and spectacular as a few others in this crowd. So, that is why. Don't get me wrong, it still has a spectacular and pretty jaw-dropping body, but there are just quite a few others who excel a bit more in that department. So at this desirable number 6 spot is where it belongs then. Continuing on with number 5, we have the highly sought-after and world-renowned DC2 Honda Integra, sharp as a samurai's legendary wakizashi, and as graceful-looking as a lovely mute swan at the same time in its appearance is the awe-inspiring Honda Integra Type R. Its 2 doors hatchback-looking configuration is the stuff of legends, and it is probably the best car to ever do that body style. When people think of which car is the greatest hatchback of all time, most probably think of the DC2 Honda Integra. To top it all off are those oh-so-sexy and stunning Japanese domestic market headlights that Honda's highly talented designers have made to look and appear like exquisite and expensive jewels inside that car's headlamps. They are absolutely brilliant, like scintillating diamonds in the sun. Add on that superb and iconic Type R rear wing, and you've got yourself one of Japan's finest of all time in the automotive looks department. And we haven't even gotten to that beloved and renowned B-Series motor of theirs that was engineered to perfection. It seemed, especially for time. But that is for another video on another day. For now, this remarkable and brilliant piece of work is where it belongs, at this number 5 spot on this list of the greatest automotive beauties that Japan has ever produced.